Alright, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I am excited for this game. It's actually one of my most anticipated games of next year, and I'll explain why in this video. I am cautious about this title. I am cautiously optimistic. We're gonna have to wait and see, but this is Ubisoft. They don't have really a lot of room here to mess up anymore. They are pretty much underwater. They haven't been doing so great, and I think a lot of that stuff is really on them. I think most people agree. They haven't really been putting out great games. Not going to get too deep into that, but I do think that Ubisoft knows that. Just taking a step back really quickly, Ubisoft used to be one of my favorite studios, publisher, whatever, back in the day. When I used to see that Ubisoft logo, I was like, I'm playing a banger, dude. I'm talking Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Pandora Tomorrow, Double Agent, the old Ghost Recon games, the Advanced Warfighters back on the 360. I'm talking Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, where you're running on walls. Dude, Ubisoft back in the day was really good. Now, I don't want to knock Ubisoft too much here because I did enjoy their recent games like Assassin's Creed Origins that I absolutely loved. The way they depicted Egypt, the way they made the character Bayek, right? Great character, great setting. I thought overall a great open world game. And then Far Cry 5 was a game that I really enjoyed as well. That was set in America and everything. I don't know. I like those two games a lot. You can say they're more recent games. So if I'm being completely honest, I can't completely shit on Ubisoft because I've enjoyed some of their most recent games. By the time Assassin's Creed Odyssey came out, I think I was just kind of burnt out a little bit. I played a lot of that, but because I 100%ed Origins, I was like, yeah, I can't do this right now. And then I tried Valhalla and I wasn't really a fan of what they were going for. Primarily the combat. Here's the thing, man. Assassin's Creed needs to do better with the combat because even in Origins, it was good, but it could be better. And I feel like that's something that they've always kind of not been really good at is some of the animations don't, click, or there's clipping issues. There's the sword, you do an animation but the sword doesn't go through him and you can see it and it looks janky. That's always been a problem that I've had with Assassin's Creed. Also, the character models always look like clay. I have been following Assassin's Creed Shadows in the background, in the shadows, you could say, and I've kind of just been following this game along. I'm going to be honest, man. I am excited for this game. We're going to have to wait and see if this game obviously delivers. I do think that this game's delay was the right move. I think this was the best thing that they could have done because when you look at some of the new gameplay footages, it does look like the game has been improved. It does look like this delay has improve the game. Are they going to be able to drastically improve the game within a couple of months? Probably not, but they can fine tune things. They can, work on some things to add a little bit more quality in whatever they're, working on in that small amount of time, most likely. And it looks like it shows. Now, there is this huge controversy going on with, the black character of the game, one of the main characters of the game, and I don't want to focus on that in this video. What I will say is that I hope that they do the story right. I hope that he's in the game. A lot of people are not a fan of that because they say that it's not accurate to history and all this stuff. I'm just here for a good video game, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not too deep into that. That's not my fight. I'm just here to play a good Assassin's Creed game, and I'm gonna judge that by how they create the character, how they portray him, and what they do with that character. What is the story gonna look like? How does he fit in this world that they created? those are kind of my 2 cents when it comes to this whole situation. I'm sorry if I don't side with one or the other. I'm just a gamer, man. And at the end of the day, I just want to play a good video game. So when it comes to the character and the story, I just want a good story. I want a story that has impact, that carries some weight, and is not afraid to take things certain places. And that's, I think, the problem with the gaming industry today, is they're too afraid to do certain things. And there's probably a reason for that. It's because they're probably going to get attacked or whatever. But we need more risks. We need more games to tell stories that are not afraid to be what they are. And that's kind of where I'm at with the story stuff. The combat, the horse riding. I'm a big horse riding guy in video games. Like Assassin's Creed Origins was good. I loved Ghost of Tsushima's horse riding. It just felt really fluid and smooth, and the way it, he galloped and moved. And then obviously we have Red Dead Redemption 2 horse riding that you can't beat that. That level of realism, immersion is amazing. I'm not asking for that, but I remember horse riding in Valhalla, was it? It just didn't do it for me, man. Like it just didn't feel organic and real. I hope the horse riding in this game feels smooth and organic and real, because we're going to be riding on a horse a lot. So it needs to be smooth. It needs to be good, right? I want the animations to feel real in some capacity. I want it to also be fun to ride a horse. And then, of course, the combat. I do want the combat to be the best that it can. I want really good animations. I want combat to feel like everything works together and clicks. I don't want this janky effect. And I really hope that the combat in this game has improved. This is pretty much my main concern when it comes to this game, right? Ubisoft is really good at making games look really good. Eye candy, graphics, all this stuff. The visuals always look like, the visuals are always really great and they hook you in. But then when you play their games sometimes, you feel this emptiness. You feel like this lack of quality, that maybe if they just spent a little bit more time in the oven working things out, they could walk away with a better product, but they don't. And a lot of their games just feel this unpolished jankiness finished product. And that's kind of my biggest problem with Ubisoft today, is if they just spent a little bit more time with their games, the quality of their games could go up by a significant amount. But Ubisoft is such a big company, they work on so many games, and that's probably the problem, right? They don't have enough time to spend. They got to meet these deadlines, and their team is probably spread on so many things. That's kind of my ask with this game. Is, yeah, man, just deliver a good product. I hope that this delay was good for the game, and I hope that the final product is really good. I love the setting. I like what they're going for here. Again, Ubisoft was a company back in the day that I think was honestly one of the best. It's sad to see where Ubisoft is today. They're not doing really well. And again, like I said, a lot of that is on them. They did this to themselves. But, I'm not here to go, ha ha, you're not doing so well. I want the best for everyone in the industry, but you gotta help yourself here. You gotta earn back the trust of the gamers and the consumers. And I really think that Ubisoft cannot take this L. They know that they need a successful Assassin's Creed game, especially with the controversies surrounding this game. And that's pretty much my 2 cents when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm excited for this game. I'm cautiously optimistic. I hope it delivers. And low-key, it is one of my favorite, or one of my anticipated games of next year. I really hope it delivers, man. But that's pretty much it, guys. That is the video. I hope you like it. If you did, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you are, I appreciate you. And since you're here, maybe check out some of my other videos. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.